All right, hey guys, welcome back to another week of the Alleged Podcast. This is the 22nd episode. It's Saturday, June 3rd. We're hitting the summer months. It's just me and Zach today.
Yeah, I asked C to be on today, but of course he said he was too busy, and I don't believe that at all. But,
We were going to have somebody on today. The days didn't match up, so the schedules didn't match up. Hopefully we have the Browns band on next week.
Oh yeah, we're gonna probably have him on. Well, I mean, for you guys it doesn't matter. It's always fucking Monday, but we're probably gonna have him on either Wednesday or Thursday for us. And yeah, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna like play anything live. I honestly don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. I know it's gonna be for sure. It's gonna be Steve, Mariah, Kabir, and by the way, do I sound like I say Kabir right? Whenever I go back and listen to the podcast, it always sounds like I say Kibber, just like really fast.
I have never heard you say Kibber.
I don't know. Every time I hear myself say Kabir, it just sounds like Kibber or something like that.
No, I definitely hear Kabir.
I don't know. Every time I go, time I
Maybe you
listen
just
to
say
myself,
it really fast, and you know we're American, so we tend to finish words very like. We tend to speak so fast that like Kabir will turn into Kabir, Kabir, and you kind of hear the R at the end, but you just kind of assume the end of words sometimes. It's like there's certain words that we say as Americanized people with like we just kind of finish each other's words and thoughts sometimes when we're speaking really fast.
Yeah. Have you ever like been talking to somebody and there's like a certain point like where you're both silent? And then you didn't even, like, you kind of, like, don't realize it, and then you realize it, and, like, you kind of realize you've just been looking at each other for, like, a minute?
I guess. So does that mean, like, you really haven't been listening to them? You've just been staring at them?
No, it's almost like...
But you've kind of been listening?
You, like, zoned out almost.
I guess. Okay.
Like, I get that a lot, like, if I'm in a car. Like, I'll start a conversation while I'm driving, and then it'll be like a minute or two later, and I'll be like, oh yeah. So anyways, like I do that a lot if I'm like driving somebody around, like my grandmother or someone.
Like there's so my girlfriend Humna will attest to this a lot. I say what to her a lot, and I think I do need to get my ears clean, like legitimately. Like, have you ever watched videos where people get their ears cleaned? Mm-hmm. Like, that is really... It's gross, but it's really fascinating to see what actually comes out of people's ears. Yeah. Like, you can clean your ears with cotton swabs or whatever
you
you
use.
That? Sometimes, not a lot.
I don't do that.
I try to after the shower, but I forget a lot because it's just not a part of the routine that I've been going through forever in my life.
Well, they say you're not supposed to do it after a shower because sometimes you can like push water into your ear.
True, and well, you're not supposed to use cotton swabs at
all. Yeah, that's why I don't use them.
But it's like, what purpose do they have in the world then?
Yeah, what are they used for?
Like,
I honestly don't know.
Were they meant for that? And then people were like, no, don't use them.
Is there any other product that's like that? Like it's like don't use it for this, but everybody uses it for that.
Like, I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
Cause like, and I'm trying to like think of like, cause like, I think my dad. Well, no, it wasn't my dad. I don't know who it was, but I know someone who would clean their shoes with like a toothbrush. But even that's like you're just using it for another use. Like, is there something else that like people tell you not to do it? It's like written on the fucking thing, but we all do it. I honestly can't think of anything.
Well, I mean. Some people buy paint to paint their walls. Some people buy paint to sniff it.
True. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's not
more of a joke, but it's true.
Yeah, but that's not like everybody.
But it's not the majority.
Yeah.
No, that's literally the first thing that popped into my head.
I never got that. That always seemed kind of scary to me.
Like, I never wondered why people sniff glue, like Elmer, like glue.
Yeah.
Because I always thought of Elmer's
put it
glue
in their nose.
No, see, I never thought. I'm like as a kid when I like I heard of that, I was like, why do people want to sniff glue? Like, it doesn't really... I've sniffed it before to, like, see what it smelled like, not to, like, get high.
Yeah.
But I didn't really smell a whole lot.
Yeah. Do you like the smell of glue?
Again, I didn't smell a whole lot, so I'd have to say no.
when I was like, in, like, grade school, my favorite thing ever, when we would do, like, some stupid thing in class involving glue, I would always like to get it on my hand and then let it dry and then like peel it off.
I guess that's cool. I mean, I'm always one to peel like skin off of like my back if it's like sunburn.
Your back. Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
for yeah,
I just
like
thought,
my
like,
back.
just
I'm not a snake. I'm not. I don't peel. We do peel, but not.
My brother just peels like automatically. Like his feet get like really bad. He gets like athlete's foot, like really really bad.
Wait, just not sunburn, just like
out of nowhere. Like his feet will get really bad. His arms get really bad sometimes, and his back. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want me to say this, but he gets back knee. So sometimes his back gets really peely.
He's the only one.
No, I know. I thought I didn't have any, and like I noticed the other day I do have one, like just one, like
okay,
right here on my trap.
That's because I was never one to be like attacked by acne.
Same.
Like I get pimples every once in a while, and I have bumps on my head.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I call it the Rocky Mountains.
Okay, but they're not like acne. They're just
yeah,
probably from we work out a lot, so they're probably from sweat or whatever. But I put lotion on my skin every single day.
Yeah,
and I wash my face.
Do you put it on your face?
Yeah, that's
really.
Yep. If I don't, that's where I put it mainly, my face and my hands, because my face feels so dry after the shower.
Okay.
And I hate that feeling. So
yeah.
I have to put it on my face and my fingers. I have to.
I have like the opposite problem. Like after I get out of the shower, like my face gets like, it just feels like I soaked up a lot of water, and like right here on my like what would you call this? Like kind of where the nose and eyebrows
in between
meet.
your eyebrows
Yeah.
and the bridge of your nose.
I don't know if you ever noticed, but every once in a while I'll just have like these like little snippets of like white stuff, and it's like dry conditioner.
Yeah,
and
no.
like I don't know why it builds up there, and like if I really like scrub in my eyebrows, both of them, it'll like come out almost like flaky, and like I have really light eyebrows. Like I don't have like thick eyebrows at all, so I don't know like what it is, but it just started doing this in like the last like year or so, and I have no idea what it is, but like basically now when I get out of the shower, I have to like wipe down this part of my face with a rag, or
okay.
it'll be there.
Yeah, no, I don't have that problem, and that's because like when my process is I put the shampoo in my hair, then I wash myself, then I rinse everything off, then I put the conditioner in my hair, and I let that sit for a minute.
Yeah.
And then I rinse that out, and then I just kind of wash like with water. I just soak down with water my hair, my face, body, everything. And I don't know how
when you're in the shower and you're washing all that shit out. I can't believe this is our conversation.
I know.
But hopefully people can relate to this. When you're doing like conditioner though, do you like put your head back and do it, or you turn the other way and it goes down this way?
When I'm rinsing?
When conditioner's in your hair and then you put the water in it and like you're taking it out.
I guess my head's back.
Yeah.
It's kind of both.
Yeah,
it's
turn
more
around.
or less. It starts with the head back, and then when I'm done and I'm just kind of rinsing off everything now, then I put my head forward and push it out, push it down, whatever.
See, I think that might be part of my problem, because like the way I do it is I usually do like this first, and then I turn around and then like get the back sides or whatever. So maybe if I switch that around, maybe it'll change it. But I've been doing it normal. I've been doing that way for like years, and it's only this buildup of dry conditioners like started now.
Right.
And it's not like the brand of conditioner, because it happens with any brand. So I don't know. What the fuck it is.
No, I like. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I put lotion on my face and stuff because it feels dry, but then like right now if I do this, like swipe my forehead, rub my forehead, I'll look at my hands and they'll be like oily.
Yeah.
So it's like a win-loss, because I don't like it being oily, but then again it doesn't bother me as much as feeling dry.
Well, do you still take showers like every single day?
Yeah, if for the most part, yes.
I get like super lazy about it. I think I told you I do it like every other to like maybe every like 3, depending. But it like my hair has to be like not super greasy, and sometimes it's not. Like sometimes it's like decent, but if it looks like scummy, I'm gonna shower. You know?
No, I feel like my hair and myself look scummy just about every time I wake up. So shower is like unnecessary.
Yeah.
Especially because I go to the gym like 5-6 times a week. So
Well, that's understandable. That makes sense. Yeah.
But right now it's a little after 5:30, and I'm sure you all know
On Saturday.
On Saturday, I'm a sports fan, but we don't talk a whole lot of sports because Zach's kind of a sports guy, more of like a like a UFC guy.
And now that I've kind of started watching baseball a little bit now, but it still kind of bores me. Like I'll watch it for like a little while.
Okay, and we have Phil on, and he's like the same way, but he's a boxing guy, somewhat
well, he's
UFC.
way more into it than I am.
Yeah, and he's really into it. He's like, this is him.
Well, didn't he do wrestling? I thought he did.
I don't
right?
know. I don't.
We have to have him on.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
What was the last time we talked to him? Like just in general, like it has to be like 3 weeks now, right?
Probably the last day of class, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was probably either 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it's been like 3 weeks.
Damn. That's crazy.
And then, Steve, he wears a Sox hat. He says he's a Sox fan, but we don't know how much of a baseball guy he is.
I don't know.
I don't think he watches football. He is a black man, but I don't think he... Okay, I'm going to stop there. But...
We've said so many things about him. It's not...
Anyways, so basically anybody we've had on isn't really a sports person. That hurts my soul because I'm a huge sports guy. But, I know other things, so I'm okay. But that's why we don't talk a whole lot of sports because we don't have a whole lot of people to talk to. But right now,
Is it still happening? Like
yes, this is the final inning. I have to take the chance to watch this game because Edison Volquez of the Miami Marlins is currently pitching a no-hitter in the ninth. And we're watching it right now on the internet. We were going to stop, and I was just going to watch it. But we just figured we'd watch it together on this podcast because I know I've heard radio shows do updates like this live. And I thought it was cool, and I thought we'd take the opportunity to do it. That's a foul ball.
So even if they hit it like that, it doesn't count?
No, because he hit it off of his bat and then off of himself.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't even notice that.
yeah,
Okay.
so that happens a lot. So a no-hitter is not a perfect game, for those of you who don't know. For those of you who don't know, a no-hitter is pretty... I mean, it's more common than a perfect game, because a perfect game, no hits, no walks, no errors. A no-hitter, you can give up a walk, you can give up an error, but obviously no hits because it's called no-hitter.
Yeah.
Edison Volquez, he's a pretty big veteran guy. He's been in the league a while. He's played for Pittsburgh. He's played for the Royals. He won the championship with the Royals a couple of years ago. Now he's with the Marlins, and it's a little surprising to me that he's throwing a no-hitter right now. But if I think back, it's like, okay, well, the last couple of pitchers that's 1 out, so he's 2 outs away from a no-hitter.
Yeah.
But I think about the last few who have thrown no-hitters, and it's like they've all been kind of surprising, except for Jake Arrieta of the Cubs. He's thrown 2 no-hitters in like the last 3 years. He's the only one that it hasn't been surprising because he's been pretty dominant. But, no-hitters are kind of sometimes spoofy. Like, they're just out of nowhere. And, basically any guy has a chance to throw one. But perfect games, there's only like a handful in the many years, like,
has there been one in the last 10 years?
The last perfect game that I can think of.
Okay.
I can think of Mark Burley's of the White Sox in 2000.
Are you sure you want to do that when it's the last?
He's got 2 outs. We're good. MLB. We're going Bill Burr style and talking while we're typing. MLB perfect games. There's only been like 20-something perfect. Oh, Felix Hernandez in 2012 was the last guy. Oh, and the White Sox, Philip Humber, he was like, the last out that he got was, I think the umpire was just like, I'm going to give it to you. Because it was a check swing, which is like where you're swinging, but he's like, no, wait, that's a ball. So he brings it back to like stop his swing. But the umpire was like, no, you went too far.
Yeah.
And he was like, wait, no, I did not. And it was like, that would have been, that was the final out of the game. And so 2012 was the last time it happened.
Wow.
And there's only been, let's see, how many have there been?
Well, he hit that ball, even though it was a foul ball.
Yeah. So the foul balls don't count.
They don't count. Okay.
Right. Only 23 pitchers, and so many games, so many years, decades.
What was the oldest one?
The first one, it says, was thrown in 1880.
Holy shit! And it's like that's not. There's no video of that. There's no like.
No.
There's probably not even pictures.
The first video we have, it says, was in 1988, over 100
What?
years later.
What the fuck? Oh well, okay, never mind. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Oh, he struck out another one, so 2 down, 9 strikeouts, 95 pitches. Usually, that's really good. Like, under 100 pitches for a whole complete game, that's like averaging 10 pitches an inning.
What do you think's going through his mind right now?
You know, I think about that a lot. Like, could I be this type of guy?
Yeah, same.
Like, do I have the mental capacity to not think about what the hell is going? Because they start, for no-hitters, it starts, like, creeping up, like, in your mind around the 6th inning. That's when you're like, okay, we're over halfway through the game. I've gone 6 innings. I have 3 more to go. Can I get those last 9?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if I'd be able to tune all these fans. Everybody knows what's going on. Sometimes the pitchers say, oh, I didn't even know what was going on. Yeah, I don't believe that for one bit.
Yeah.
They don't. They tend not to pay attention to scoreboards because if they do, then, you know, they'll be thinking about it through like 2-3 innings.
Yeah. He looks like at this point, like I've noticed, like a lot of his pitches right now. It seems like the last few he's been kind of like trying to trick him almost. Like it seems
in
like
the dirt.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like a lot of like kind of shit balls.
Let's turn the sound back on. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it, maybe
Probably
slightly,
not.
but that's okay. Oh,
Damn. Well, he's fucking happy.
so he strikes out the side on 97 pitches, complete game, and he gets the no-hitter. First
Damn.
no-hitter of 2017.
I wonder, is that the first no-hitter for the Marlins?
No, they've actually had quite a few, and they've only been around since like 1998. They've had more than a lot of teams who have been around longer.
What was there ever, like, I know hockey at some point they had to like they had a bunch of teams and then they leveled out all those teams so they had too many, right?
Well,
at some point.
it's weird because with sports, all sports are split up into conferences and divisions,
Yeah.
and it's like if you have 27 teams, that's an odd number. So one conference is going to have one more team than the other, and that kind of gets iffy with seedings, with playoffs and divisions. Like at one point, there was a 6 no-hitter in Marlins history.
Wow.
He's number 6, and
That's a good number too.
that is a good number, 6. Okay.
Well, 7 I think is cool, which is lucky number 7, but
Okay, we're talking about cool numbers. Let's see. Okay, so I was wrong. They've been around since at least 96, because that's when the first one was thrown.
you were close. Whatever.
What is that? That's 21 years.
Yeah.
6 and 21 years, not bad. But like at one point, Major League Baseball had a team or a division with 6 teams in it, while another team had like 4.
Yeah.
I think, because obviously one division had one more, and so it's like if you're gonna have, like, the NHL had 30 teams up until this year. They just added one in Vegas. Now they have 31. So I'm interested to see where they're gonna put them, because it's like if you're gonna have 31 teams, it's almost like, okay, well, 32nd one has to be coming soon, I assume within the next 5 years maybe, because it's got to be hard to play in a sport where it's an uneven amount of teams.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask you, like, was there? I mean, how many baseball teams are there right now?
30.
30. And has there ever been more than that? And they had to level it out, or no?
No, there's it. They
Is this-
usually
is this
never.
the most it's ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
okay.
usually never take away. Usually, what happens is teams get relocated. So, like, if a team's not doing good in one city market, maybe another group or of owners or the current owner will move that team to another city to try to reconnect internal revenue, because if the city's not giving revenue to the team, it's not necessarily the it is the team's fault, but it's not necessarily.
They just dunked the Gatorade on him.
Yeah, that happens like every game.
Was he the MVP?
MVP of what?
Of the game, right?
Sure, I guess. They don't really do that for individual games. It's just the
They
regular
don't?
season.
Oh, okay.
I mean, TV broadcasts do, I guess. But like, it's just more of a like, hey, we as individual broadcasters thought he was good today.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna give him the. Yeah.
Well, do they even? I mean, I'm sure they do, but.
If that's shaving cream, that's gonna hurt. Okay. He just got 2 plates of shaving cream in his face. With the guy that has a monkey mask on.
Whenever a black man has to do something great, they always have to impress him.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Anyways.
So, okay. I had my fun.
Yeah, so good for what's his name?
Edison Volquez.
Edison Volquez. Good job, dude. Someone get a peace sign?
Yeah, somebody from my Spanish class from senior year just gave me the peace sign. I haven't seen that guy in like 3,000 years. Just kidding. It's been like a year and a half.
Yeah. Today while I was at work, one of the girls, like, she was like in the back with me, and some guy was like, "Hey," like he was like looking back there, like, and just said that, and she's like, "Hey," and she came over by me while I was doing the dishes, like, some guy just like pointed me out and said hi for like no reason. I'm like, I don't know that guy.
It's just like, okay, so I've seen him around the gym, but it's like we didn't make contact with each other. So
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw me and just didn't decide. But you know, when people see like a more spontaneous opportunity to say hi to you just because there's more attention around you, like right now we're talking into mics in a very public place with.
So there's no way that you can like be like, "Hey."
Well,
know?
yeah, but it's almost like he felt the need to say hi to me just because I'm doing this podcast here in a public place, and he, you know, when people feel like, hey, I'm kind of entitled because I kind of know that person to put attention to myself because somebody's doing something cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I think he felt.
No, I feel like
I don't think he's gonna listen to this, but if he does, I'm sorry for calling you out.
If I was still like doing music and all that, and somebody came to see me play or something, and I knew who they were, I would just be like, "Oh fuck." Like, I don't even want to play anymore. Guys, I'm leaving. I'm quitting the band.
In the middle of the song.
Yes.
You just
yeah.
stop playing.
I would honestly fucking
no
hate
more
that.
guitar. You just hear drums and somebody singing.
I get scissors and I try cutting the neck of my guitar.
Not even the strings, the whole neck.
Yeah, the whole neck. Yeah. I don't know. I would hate that. That would be annoying to me. Just like it's there's something about doing something that you enjoy as a hobby, and like other people are around you that you know. It's like, it almost like it doesn't turn you off from it. It's like
you almost feel like you suck at everything at that moment, right? Like
that, and also it's like I'm trying, like, I don't want to seem entitled, you know, like, oh, I play guitar. Like, I don't want to like.
But you also if you screw up, you feel like it's over.
Yeah.
It's.
Well, I think about that too. Like, if I'm in my room practicing or something like that, and like I'm playing, and then like I do a mess up, it's like, oh, okay, then I'll just go back to whatever I was doing. But like, if somebody was there, it's like, oh no. They saw me mess up this one time. My whole span with becoming famous in the universe has been ruined. There's something that got out, and it went away.
All right, keep talking. Sorry.
But tell Zach, hey. Okay. I saw tell Zach. I didn't know what the last word was.
Go to hell. It was go to hell.
Yeah. By the way, we did this is just really quick to talk about the movie really quick because we're going to begin shooting very soon. We still need people casted, and we definitely need a lot of extras. So if you want to look at our list, we still have the casting list, and I just posted a casting list of who is playing Who. We still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About, I would say, like 5 to like 7 characters. And then there's definitely some other characters that need to be put in, but those are like extra roles basically, like just 1 or 2 lines, and then you're just like part of something that's going on. But yeah, if you live in like the Palos Hills, Chicago Ridge, Hickory Hills, anywhere in that area around here,
Anywhere of suburban Chicago,
Yeah.
south of the city.
and you're interested in maybe acting or being a part of a movie, if you want to help us with equipment and lighting and stuff like that, and mics, hit us up at the Alleged Network on Facebook, and then at the Alleged Network on Twitter. And our Instagram, is that just the Alleged Network?
Yeah, so Zach has the whole casting list on facebook.com/slash alleged network. You can like us and follow us and see that list, and get in contact with us through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or our email, allegednetwork@gmail.com.
Yeah. And also, I just wanted to show you really quick. Look how many people fucking view that.
193. I just saw that. 193.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
How many likes? 3.
3
3
likes.
likes and 1 share.
Come on, guys. Help us out here.
We are nothing.
Help a brother out. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so if you're interested in that, you can also hit me up on Facebook as Zach Dorr, ZACHDORR. Message me in Messenger, and yeah, just if you're interested. And what was I also gonna say about the movie? I guess I wasn't gonna say anything else. I think that's
Good.
it. So
do you want to move back over there, or are you
Yeah.
good over here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here,
Zach came over to my side of the table so we could watch that
so we can watch
together.
the thingamabob.
And now I'm pushing him back over because I don't want him over here. Just kidding. So
Whenever I sit here, by the way, we're again sitting. I don't know if we addressed this. We're again sitting in I totally just dropped that. We're again sitting in our fucking gym.
not my gym anymore.
Well, yeah, we're sitting in our gym. I don't know, fucking cafeteria, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
It's a little cafe area.
Yeah, and
in the H building.
we would just like to address something real quick.
I don't know if it's gonna be quick. I honestly, I was gonna say don't even bring this up, but then I thought about it again. I was like, yeah, let's bring this up because I want to ask you something about it. God, I came here on Sunday to go to the gym. It was like the first time in 4 days because I got lazy. You know, after school you lose a little bit of routine. It's whatever. So I finally came back. It was going to be the day before Memorial Day. That's also why I came, because if I didn't go Sunday, they were going to be closed Monday. Then I wouldn't be able to come back till Tuesday, and that'd be 6 days. That's almost a week. That's too much. So I came, and they scanned my school ID, and keep in mind, I'm going to be a student here at Moraine Valley come the fall semester.
We're fucking signed up.
And I had been here the whole last semester and the whole prior year. And the guy here was like, hey, did you sign up for the summer membership? And I was like, no, I did not.
What if you said yes?
Then he would have still, because this happened, remember in January where I said they asked me for my credit card or my debit card number just in case, because it was like the beginning of the semester and they wanted to make sure that I was still, registered as a student. Well, they still sent me over to membership to get that all cleared up, so he would have still, I think, done the same thing. But membership wasn't even open. It was 9 o'clock, and it wasn't even open till 10. But he told me that since I'm not going here as a student during the summer, I'd have to pay, because as a student, full-time student, you can come here for free. But if you're part-time, you have to pay a little bit of a fee. And if you're just not coming here at all, you can still sign up because it's a community college. But you have to pay a pretty lump sum of $70 for, he told me $70 for the rest until fall semester began.
Yeah.
And I knew I wasn't going to do that. Like, I knew if I wasn't going to be allowed to do this gym while I wasn't a student, an active student, I would go back to my old gym. But the sad thing is there was a guy there. They were both trying to help me very much. Like they were both really nice, and they were both really trying to help me. And one of the guys, he said he had trained as a membership person, so he was gonna try to help me. He was gonna try to take the initiative to help me.
Yeah.
And they called the building manager, and as he was like logging onto the computer, the building manager comes up and just totally like rips this guy to shreds for basically trying to help me. She was like, "Look, I appreciate you doing this, but this is not your job. You can't do this, because if something happens, you're gonna get in big trouble, and I'm gonna get in big trouble." And this is and she just kept repeating it. She's like, "I understand you were trying to be a good person and do this, but it's not your job title. It's not in your job description." And I was just like embarrassed, because I didn't just want to walk away. Like, I want to say thanks for helping, but this lady was like kind of being mean to him, not kind of. Like, she was like going too far. Like, there was no reason to say any of that. Like, she could have just said, "Hey, you've only trained for this. We don't want you to screw anything up. We don't want, to take more money than we have to. So, just call somebody next time." But she like totally went after him for doing this.
Yeah.
And I said thank you afterwards and walked out. And I was like, I'm not coming back. But the problem is they want me to pay $70 through basically mid-August.
Yeah.
Like, for not a month, but until mid-August.
Yeah.
And I can just go to my old gym and pay $10 a month.
Did you sign up
I
for
did.
already?
I did. Today I signed up last Tuesday, I think, and started going on Tuesday.
Same people?
Yeah.
Same people? Yeah.
Well, there's new faces, but I see some same people. I saw, who I saw today?
Who?
Alan.
Oh, really?
Alan was there.
Yeah.
He wasn't working. He was working out.
Did we talk about Alan on the podcast?
I think we did. I think we have maybe mentioned him.
I feel like
a long time ago.
You probably did a long time ago, but it's just when we started this podcast, we were like already like 6 months, probably, or 5, maybe 6 months into school, and we had gone to this gym. So I just feel like maybe we just didn't talk about him at all.
Maybe not.
I don't know. But Alan basically is like this ape-like man. He's not black. He's this ape-like man who's very buff.
Very buff. Like, buff to where his arms, he can't put his arms all the way down to his side because he's so, like, his arms are basically sticking out.
Yeah.
Because he's so, like, wide buff.
Yeah, and he's just a big man, and he works at should we even say he works at a gym.
It's a gym. It's a gym.
And the very first encounter we had, it was me and Tyler at the gym together. We were sitting at the seated row machine, and I don't know how many gyms are like this, but like usually like seated row is at like a machine where there's like almost like 4 different things going on.
Yep.
And I think it was me on it.
It was.
It was me, yeah.
It was.
And I think when I was done with my set, I couldn't like hold on to the thing, so I let the thing go down, and the weights went down. I didn't mean to do it. And he came over by us, and like I saw, it's like that moment where like you see someone walking over, like, is he gonna talk to me right now, or is he just walking close to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he came over, and like, what was the exact thing he said? He said, "Please don't drop the weights."
No, I thought he said slam the weights, like don't slam the weights.
Oh yeah, don't slam the weights or something like that.
And he didn't even it was almost like he didn't want to talk to us, but he knew he had to say something, like his boss was watching or something.
Yeah.
And he like secret, like, he didn't make it a secret that he came over. He just walked over and like in this like not even loud voice, he was just like, "Guys, don't slam the weights."
Yeah.
And it was just like me and you both looked at each other and were just like,
"Yeah,
oh my god, that just happened."
And Alan basically, for the remainder of our time there, basically became like our real life meme.
And his real name is it's not Alan.
It's not?
No, I think it starts with an A and it ends with an X.
Oh, maybe it's Alex.
Yeah, I think it's Alex. I didn't know if I wanted to say that, but you said it, so I think it's Alex.
It's not a big deal.
I believe
whatever.
it's Alex, but we call him Alan.
Yeah.
it just it fit better.
And wouldn't we like scream his name or something
Yeah.
like that?
Every time somebody slammed the weights.
Oh yeah.
Every time somebody dropped the weights, slammed the weights, yeah, we would be like, Alan.
Yeah, and I think we only did that a few times here, and then it kind of died down a little bit.
We forgot about Alan.
Just not seeing him. Yeah, but being at that gym, back at that gym, does it feel like a downgrade? Like, does it feel like it?
The downgrade part is I don't take a shower there because they don't have their own towels. Like, I'd have to bring my own towel, so I'm like, no, that'd be way too many towel usages, and it's too much. So I don't like that part because I'd like to take showers here because I don't like to get in my car all stinky and sweaty, and then my car starts to smell kind of like some gym rat.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that, so I'd like to take showers here, get all clean, whatever. Get it out of the way. Another thing I didn't like or don't like is they have the wipes here that you could just pull out of the thing and keep it with you. But at Planet Fitness, you have to spray a paper towel, and it dries out really fast. And it's like it's almost like every time you're done using a machine, you have to go get one. Oh.
Whatever. There's like 3 around our area, so forget about it. It's okay.
Anyways, so those are the 2 things I don't like. There's a couple machines that are here that they don't have there, but it's not many. I started using like upstairs where like most of the muscly people are, like using the actual bells, dumbbells, barbells.
Yeah.
Like I've been using those more because there's not as many people there when I go in the morning. Yeah. So I start using those more. But basically that's it. It's definitely I mean it's basically the same size, but there's a couple machines that they don't have. The gym is different. So
yeah.
But overall it's fine. It's just a little couple things.
By the way, I totally lied to you. I'm totally like I still don't know if I want to come here or not and pay the $70.
Oh,
Remember
so you do
I
have
lied?
to pay.
Yeah, I didn't even do that.
Because
I just wanted to say it because I wanted to see if you would actually come here and try to contest it.
No, because what you said made enough like you gave. If you didn't give me a backstory and you just gave me some like if it was like the same situation and you were allowed to come here for free and I wasn't, then yeah, I might contest it. Yeah. But you gave me like a very good explanation to why. Like if you were gonna pay you told me you were gonna pay your full tuition for next semester, and that since you're paying your full tuition, it was gonna be included since it has to. Yeah. It's coming out of your pocket and you're not getting government help from FAFSA. So that was a good enough reason for me to say, okay, that makes sense. He's paying out of pocket, so he gets this. So I don't know. That made sense in my head, but it was almost like. I thought you were getting FAFSA at the point.
No, I thought I was too, but then I got an email from the school and they were saying this is the last week, and I was like, well, what the fuck? And I couldn't at that point. I couldn't send out a fax because I would have to wait.
I thought you already faxed though.
I did like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago.
And nothing has come in the mail.
Nothing came.
Yeah, because mine came in the mail.
Yeah.
But see. I at that time I thought you were getting FAFSA, so I'm like, wait, so he's canceling his FAFSA. So he can pay for. Okay, I won't say. Do you mind if I say?
No, go ahead.
So you can pay for something odd dollars. What is it? Like 3 something?
It's like, it's around like it's almost $4,000.
So it's almost $4,000 out of pocket, so you can go to the gym for the summer.
Yeah.
Like I thought you were canceling your FAFSA, so you can pay out of pocket just so you can go to the gym for the
I
summer.
thought about that, and I was
free.
surprised you didn't ask me that.
Well,
I
no,
thought about that.
It's funny. Because you can ask Humna about this. When you texted me that, we were at the movies. And it was right before the movie started. And you texted me that, and I turned to Humna, and I was like, so he canceled his FAFSA so he can pay out of pocket so he can go to the gym, quote unquote, for free when really he's paying $4,000 to go to the gym for the summer for free.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but that's Zach for you.
Yeah.
Like, I literally told her, I was like, that doesn't surprise me at all.
I was surprised you didn't ask me. I was like, I feel like that was like the one loophole in like what I sent you.
I asked, and Humna was like, that's your friend. Because whenever I tell her something about you or Tom or someone else, they're like, she's like, that's your friend. That's not my friend.
Yeah.
Well, you are her friend. She does consider you friend, but, anything.
I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. But should we talk about the stuff that happened this week?
Well, let's take a
in
break.
the news. Oh yeah, how many minutes are we at?
We're at 40.
Okay, that's not bad.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about the Kathy Griffin story
And
with the
some
Donald
other
Trump
shit.
and Bill Maher and, that white guy that
Yeah.
they still air on TV.
All right, yeah, we'll be back. I don't know. I don't know how long she's really gonna last.
How
to
old
be
is she?
honest. I think like 9.5. She's fat as fuck.
It's not bad. Well, yeah, I guess it's bad.
No, it is bad. she
9
has
years old and
arthritis.
fat. What is that? That's 63 in dog years?
Yeah. So she's like, never mind. I was about to say a teacher, but never mind.
What? That makes no sense.
Oh wait. Are we on?
We just came back on.
Oh, what did we start?
She's like 9.
That's what we started the podcast
I
at?
asked you how old she was. It was like right before that.
Oh, okay. We're talking about my dog, by the way. But yeah.
Well, because I think they assumed that because I said 63 in dog years.
Yeah, okay.
Unless they just assumed I was bringing up dog years for whatever reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
Like, hey, fun fact, 63 in dog years.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
So
what were we gonna talk about?
Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. Yeah. Did you see?
I don't like her at all.
I don't like her either.
This just makes it even easier not to like her.
At one point, Quentin Tarantino dated her.
It's sad.
It is.
I don't think I feel like she wouldn't want to be a person who's like in a relationship. Like, she doesn't seem like a relationship type of person.
Like, I'm like somebody who constantly thinks and like will kind of like blurt out stuff about certain things, but like, and she's like that too, but she's like that in a way to where you're just like, after like the second time she brings something up, you're like, please shut up. Please.
I just don't like the way she talks.
No, neither do I.
I really don't.
It's fucking annoying.
And with what she did this week, and okay, so
well, what was your initial reaction when you saw it?
if people don't know, and I don't know how you can't know, she did a photo shoot with the celebrity photographer where she held up a severed head, an ISIS-esque picture, a severed head of Donald Trump with just basically blood coming out of everywhere, and everywhere
on his face,
and if you. They say the point, in defense, they say the point of this whole photo shoot was in reference to what Donald Trump said to Megyn Kelly during the campaign, where she said, let's see, I have it here in a second. There was blood coming out of his eye, or coming out of her eyes, and then he stuttered, and he said, because she titled it something, and I keep saying she. There was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her everywhere. And that's what he said in reference to Megyn Kelly after a debate where Megyn Kelly was one of the questionnaires, whatever. And it was just a gruesome photo, and it was disgusting. Yeah. And my initial reaction was like, how could she do that? Like, like, it didn't hurt me. It just made me think, like, why do you think that is okay? Like, that is not okay to do.
No.
Like, it was so realistic looking. It wasn't just, like, this paper mache head with red all over his face. It was, like, some realistic looking head of Donald Trump. Yeah. And it had blood everywhere. And it, honestly, like, it looked like they could have done it. ISIS could have done that. Like,
were you disgusted by it?
I was very disgusted.
Yeah.
I was very disgusted in looking at it. Very.
I feel bad because I think we've well, we did have a podcast we had to delete, but like we kind of cleared it up. But we're like not really pro Trump anymore. Like we were kind of probably like 3-4 months ago. But we weren't pro him. We were
pro him.
We were we were giving him a chance almost.
Yeah, we were.
And
giving
now
him
it's
a chance.
like.
But
no.
Yeah, definitely now it is what it is.
I do not like how fucking everybody's like my dad started listening to our podcast, and hello Dad, and and he I mean, well, I'm sorry to call you out, Dad, but I really don't want to hear your shit anymore about your comments on the podcast. But he was saying now Zach, you gotta understand that when Stephen Colbert talks about Donald Trump, it's about ratings and all this shit. It's like, I know that.
Yeah, we
I
totally get that.
But I think it's fucked up and wrong. I don't think it's cool at all.
Well, Stephen Colbert is going to a whole nother level.
No, he is going a whole nother level.
It's not even the Late Show. It's like Stephen Colbert with a monologue all about Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
His whole monologue is about Donald Trump, like all the time.
No, it is. Yeah, and I loved was it the Late Late Show? Is that what they called it? Or
With
the one on
who?
Comedy Central that he had? Wasn't that the Late Late Show
Was
with
it?
Stephen Colbert?
I don't even know.
It might have been that, but anyways, he used to have that show on Comedy Central, and I thought he was really funny.
That was a whole different type of
Yeah.
show.
And now it's just like, he just seems like almost like a troll, and he has like a really wide variety of people watching him, and he's
on CBS where
Yeah.
it's broadcasted to a lot of people every single night.
yeah,
It's,
and everybody's praising him because it's like, this is liberal
it's
America
like,
now.
oh, I
Like,
don't know anything about Trump, but that everybody hates him, so this must be great.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really like any of that. But what I was gonna say was, when I saw the picture, I wasn't even like disgusted by it. I literally like kind of laughed when I saw it. I saw it on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. That's real like that was like my reaction. Like I was like, oh, she's gonna get it for this. You know what I mean? Like that was like my reaction to it. But I looked at it this morning. I just to like reevaluate myself with it, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I kind of find it funny. I literally look at that picture and I'm like, this is kind of funny.
Well, I mean, in what way? Like,
like
just because of her look and like his look,
I don't know.
or because you don't like him
I just think
and
it's
you don't like her.
I think it's so fucked up. That sounded a little loud. Anyways, I just thought it. I think in my mind it's just so fucked up that it's funny. It's to like that extent.
No, I was more disgusted than anything. I really was. I just looked at it and I thought the realism was too much, where it was like, that literally could be his head.
Yeah.
Like, that is a lot.
Well, it's fucking realistic.
Yeah, and I was watching her press conference where she was claiming, and her lawyer was claiming that she was being bullied and that the Trumps were trying to take down her career. Okay, whatever.
I fucking hated
career
that press
is
conference.
over.
I think she was just acting
Her
like a
lawyer-
little scared bitch.
Her lawyer was putting the fire in my intestines, and it was like I wanted to crawl through the screen and like yell at her lawyer, like, what are you saying? Do you hear yourself? Like, you're defending stuff that doesn't even make sense. Her lawyer tried to justify it by saying the photo shoot was to turn his sexist remarks towards Megyn Kelly back on him. Okay, but while he's beheaded, like his head was in the photo is like I assume is meant to be chopped off and like having blood come out everywhere. Like did it have to?
Is it also a video, like a little like 7-second video where
I didn't
she
see
pulls it up?
I didn't see the video. I did not see the video.
Well, that's what it is. I think it's literally just her pulling the head up, like the ISIS videos where she just pulls it up.
Like, okay, you can turn his insults back to him in a whole nother way. Like, you don't have to behead him in this I don't even know what it's called, fantasy way, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's basically what they tried to defend it as, and I thought that was total bullshit.
No, it just something like that. Like, first of all, as much as I'm not like a fan of him, that's our fucking president, and you're literally you're showing a picture where he is killed. Beheaded. With his head cut off, blood all over it, and you just have this dumb bitch fucking comic that's not even fucking funny, and she's holding it up with no reaction on her face.
And every comic who defends themselves says, hey, I'm a comic, we push to the lines, which is okay in some places, but usually that's when you just like, when a white man says a racial slur.
Yeah.
That's when you say, hey, I pushed the line a little too far. Not
what
when
a fucking segue right now, by the way.
Well, I'm not even done. But yeah, that's in reference to Bill Maher. But like, that's cutting the president's head off and like celebrating it because of
Yeah.
an insult he said
Yeah, it's
about
pretty fucked.
somebody who like doesn't even. That's Megyn Kelly.
Yeah,
like-
and she's on CSNBC now. I guess she's
Not CSNBC, just NBC.
Oh, NBC. Yeah,
She's got her own Sunday night show now.
yeah.
She's interviewing Vladimir Putin.
She is.
Yes.
Oh my, really?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I literally didn't even know that.
didn't know
that?
that?
Literally,
I've been seeing commercials for that.
I'm honestly like a slight shock right now. I don't know if you saw my eyes wide there, but I was like really like surprised by that.
Yeah, she's like that's one of her first things
God.
she's gonna do for NBC.
What do you think she's gonna ask him? Because
Are you and
she
Donald
just went
Trump
on
in a cult?
she just went on TV the other day, I think, and she said she's okay with Donald Trump.
Oh, she's been saying that for a long time.
And I don't know if I believe her. I don't think I do.
Well, I definitely think she has her negativity towards him, but I think
Yeah.
like as a journalist, she'd be okay with like doing
Talking to
like
him,
collaborating and talking. Yeah.
See, like we were just
I don't think they're
talking-
gonna like, hey, you
Yeah.
want to go out for drinks? You want to come to the White House and have dinner with me? Not
No.
unless it's for like a professional matter.
like we were talking about that guy with the no hitter and like if we would be able to handle that situation. Like I don't even know if I could handle that situation. Like, oh yeah, so on Friday I'm gonna interview Vladimir Putin, this guy who knows fucking karate and jujitsu and,
And
fucking
who is probably
kills people.
Yeah, kills people.
Like what the fuck?
for saying bad
I'm gonna
things about
interview a
him.
murderer. Like what the fuck? And like also the thing that's fucked up about Putin is like he did all of his terms as like, is it the ambassador? Is that what he is, or what is it?
What are you talking? Like as the president of Russia?
Is it just called the Russian president?
Prime. I don't.
Prime
think I
minister?
don't think it's a prime minister. I'll look it up.
I honestly feel stupid that I don't know, but I didn't want to say president.
Well, he's not our country. Vladimir Putin is the current president of the
Oh,
Russian
okay.
Federation.
Well, there you go.
Since he was prime minister from 1990 to 2000, president from 2000 to 2008, and prime minister again from 2008 to 2012, where he then became president again.
Yeah, he did all the terms that he was supposed to, and then he basically like overtook, and like just was like, yeah, I'm doing this
Well,
again.
he's been at the top since like 2000, like
Yeah.
1999. He's been at the top.
Yeah, I mean he refused to let anybody else in power. He's like, yeah, I'm in power now.
Yeah.
Just scares me that there's a guy that's like that, because that's just kind of, that reminds me of Hitler. He's
And-
like,
but he's like doing all his killings on like the down low, and like everybody's like hush hush about it, and it's like it's weird. It's
I don't know.
definitely weird.
It's really, yeah, it's fucked
Don't
up.
get involved with Russia. And Donald Trump is involved with Russia.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
We,
But
I don't. That was you.
okay. Anyways,
Okay, so that was Tom. I asked him what he was doing, and he was just like, when.
no, I asked him. I
Oh.
was hanging out.
I didn't see that part.
All right,
Okay.
anyways, but anyways, I don't know. I think the picture was really fucked up.
Did you see her apology? Like
Yeah, I
her
did.
her initial
And I thought
apology?
she was really like freaking out almost.
Well, I didn't
You
think it was
know?
freaking out. I thought she was talking how she always talks, the Speedy Gonzales of a talker, and I thought it
Yeah.
was half-hearted. Like, usually when people are like, her lawyer said she put out a heartfelt apology video where she literally begged us to forgive her. I didn't see it that way. I
No.
saw it as this reactionary apology
Yeah.
where she said in the beginning, oh, I've just seen the reactions, and I want to put out this apology like, oh, I saw the reactions, so therefore they were bad, so now I'm going to put out this apology because the reactions are bad. And I thought it was really half-hearted. She was just like throwing this apology out there, and her lawyer said otherwise, and I don't believe her for 1 second. She was like, oh, I'm sorry, these people are saying it was bad, and I was like, I get that now. Do you really? I think you got it before.
Yeah, I think she was just acting like a pussy almost.
Yeah,
Come on.
but
'Cause like she almost was like acting like a little kid that like does something really bad,
oh
and
my
like
God,
some
I'm
guy.
sorry, I didn't
No,
realize
like
what I did.
some guy is about to like hit him, and it's like no, wait. You know, like
Well, CNN even okay. Well, CNN's the guy who's about to punch her, and even after she said sorry, CNN punched her and fired her because she got fired from her gig at CNN. A bunch of her shows got canceled. A bunch of other jobs she got fired from, And
yeah, she got fucked.
And Trump's tweet, it really kind of summed it up for me. He said that his son, and there were reports that his son Barron, his 11-year-old son Barron, saw this picture while watching TV, and he started freaking out about it. You know.
Well, he's probably he looks like he's going to be a schizophrenic.
Yeah, but okay. An SNL writer
normal.
got fired for saying serial killer, so be nice to the kid.
Well, I know, but it's just like I've never seen him happy.
He's an 11-year-old kid in the biggest
but why isn't he
stage
happy?
of America.
I feel like they don't treat him good.
Well, I mean, what is he supposed to laugh and tell jokes while his dad's like standing up there?
No, but there's like never a picture of him being happy.
Well, did you see him when he was playing with his the day of Trump's inauguration?
No.
Him and Ivanka was holding her baby, and Barron was like playing peekaboo with her. Did you see that video?
Trump? No, I didn't. Did Trump have that baby with her? Or is that...
With Ivanka Trump?
Oh, no, never mind.
Ivanka Trump is his daughter.
Melania. Yeah, Melania, yeah.
Oh
I'm honestly convinced that Melania is probably going to divorce him.
Well, they've been together a long time. It's not like they just got together.
Know, but I feel like after this presidency, I feel like she's had enough.
But I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Her lawyer pissed me off a lot. Please watch the press conference and be just as pissed off.
The bottom line is fuck Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
In the end,
it was disgusting. And definitely F her.
Yeah, she's not funny. Anyways,
so comedians crossing the line like a white man saying a racial slur, like Bill Maher did.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was funny, but then. Because I was watching it with my grandparents. Like they go downstairs, so they watch it together, and I'll like go down there and watch it with them. And when he said it, everybody in the audience.
Again, let's address what he said. He was talking to a Nebraska senator. I forgot what his name was, but they were talking, and Bill Maher said he should go to Nebraska more. And the senator said, "You're more than welcome." And then he said something like, "You can come work out in the fields with us." And then Bill Maher.
What do you want me to say? Then you'll bleep it out, or
no? Don't say it at all. Just kind of,
Well, here I'll
make the assumption.
Well, you want me to? Well, I could just do the clean version.
Okay.
Well, basically, Bill Maher.
I don't know what the clean version is, so I'm still scared.
No, it's just like I'm not gonna say the word.
Okay.
Well, Bill Maher basically said to the guy, after he said that, he was like, "Oh, Senator, please, I'm the House N-word."
Yeah, and he said that in reference to slavery.
Yeah. I see when I heard it, and then it didn't even like really register. I kind of like laughed when he said it, and then I heard the audience kind of go, "Ooh."
Ooh, yeah.
And then I kind of double checked myself. I'm like, what just happened right now? And then I think I didn't rewatch it. I think I saw it today on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw the replay of it, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, see, the thing is like I found it funny from the context that he used it, but like to say that, like if anybody's gonna say he's a racist now because of that, go fuck yourself. Honestly,
okay,
go fuck yourself.
Hold on. My view is when I heard it, I didn't get it at all. Like I didn't understand it. I thought the senator was saying, "Come work in the fields with us," as a reference to Nebraska's like cornfield life, because obviously their college. Their mascot is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So I thought it was a reference to Nebraska's lack of urban, suburban city life.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the slavery behind what Bill Maher made it, and I didn't get it literally until we started this podcast when you told it, like when you said it out loud, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh, I get it. And I thought it was, I don't like it. After I get it, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it anyways, because I was like, well, what is he saying that for? Even when I didn't understand it, that made it even worse for me. I was like, well, why did he just say that? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
There's no reason he should have said it at all. And I don't think he should be fired for it.
No.
Because he's said a lot of bad things. And do I think he's a racist? I
No.
think, no, well, I think
You
he,
really
I
think
do
he
think,
is?
I mean, I do think he has enough to say that and enough to say it was wrong. So I do think he's a not racist enough to say it, to be able to say it the way he said it, so nonchalantly. But do I think he's like, I hate black people? No, I don't think he's like that. But I don't think he's not racist.
Like if he's in a neighborhood and like he's not gonna second guess it, like he's gonna roll up his windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
well,
then again,
I mean,
I feel like
all...
yeah, I was about to say that's kind of something we all do, but I don't know. But what I wanted to say is, I personally I don't think he's a fucking racist at all. I think he's like the liberalist of the liberal. I mean, he claims he's a libertarian, but I think it's full of shit.
He's weird. He's a weird libertarian.
Well, every once in a while, like I'll like fall off the map with him. I'll be like, I don't really like him anymore, and I don't really want to follow him. And then like he'll say something that I really like, and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna watch him again. It's like weird like that. But the bottom line is what I wanted to say. Do you think the bottom line is what he said? Okay.
No, it's not okay.
I don't think it is either. As much as I thought it was funny, I don't think he shouldn't have said it at all.
HBO said it was inexcusable and tasteless. And tasteless is literally the word that I thought of.
That's probably the best word for it, yeah.
It's, on the company's behalf, yeah, it's inexcusable. Do I think he's going to get fired? No. Do I think he should get fired? Probably not, because he said some really dumb shit already. But do I think he made a mistake, a huge mistake? Definitely. And do I think he should apologize? Definitely, which he did. And people were having problems that the senator just kind of laughed it off. Like, he didn't say anything. He didn't defend anybody. He just kind of laughed it off and let it happen. And the senator took to Twitter to say, well, if I could go back, I would have said, hey, why did you have to say it like that? You know? Because obviously I don't think the senator was, like, trying to provoke him to say anything towards slavery, but he did anyways.
Do you have any idea, like, why you think he said it?
Because he heard the word fields.
No, because, like, I was kind of...
That's all I could think of.
I was kind of thinking about it.
And just thought it was going to be funny.
I was kind of thinking about it just to cut him... Not cut him slack, but almost, like, try to look at it in some perspective from him.
But why would he say... Like, well, what was the point?
What I was going to say is... Well, first off, I don't know if you ever... I'm not big on his comedy. He's a comedian, too. You know, he has stand-up specials, and I don't really find his stand-up that funny. I think he's funnier on his show than he is in his stand-up. But if you ever listen to his stand-up, it's really controversial. Like, it's a lot of, like, kind of like iffy stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like, one, like, if we say something really fucked up on this show, we're not live. We can cut it out, you know?
Right.
He's live.
Yep.
He's live on TV, and I feel like he almost still has that comedian mentality to where he's working a crowd, and he wanted to almost like test some material. But I feel like that was just a really...
also went through my head. Like, you're live, dude.
Yeah.
What made you in your head think, hey, I'm live? This is going to be even better.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't make any sense to me at all. The whole situation didn't make any sense. I've probably said that like 5 or 6 times by now. But it just didn't come across as something even like the edgiest comic or TV personality on his type of platform would do. And I know he's on HBO, but that's still like, he could say the F-bomb however many times he wants, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But that word, no.
I feel like if he said it in like, if he was talking about something in a context, sure. But I feel like at this point, I feel like we're not... White people as a whole, I don't think we should be using the N-word within a joke almost. You know, I feel like it's all about context. It's like Louis C.K. Like, he was talking about how he didn't, you notice, like how he doesn't like saying the N-word, just say it. Because then you're putting the word in
somebody's head. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, I understand. And, you know, he has that joke. And then, like, you know, Louis C.K. always has like an N-word bit where he actually says the word and he gets away with it because he does it like out of like, it's not even racist,
right?
You know what I mean? But like, I think just the way I mean, it was about slavery. I feel like it was a funny joke, and I feel like it would have been better coming out of a black person's mouth. Definitely. Not his own.
The only he made it into a slavery joke. There was no... I don't think the senator who said it
that's what I was
had
say
any
too.
intent to in slavery when he said, "Come work in the fields with us." He made it into a slavery joke.
That's what I was gonna say too. That's why I kind of, double checked myself with the joke because I laughed at it, but then I didn't really even. I understood it, but like when I looked at it on Twitter again, it was like, why did he just do that? It's like what you said. It's like it was kind of out of nowhere.
Right. And by the way, it was Nebraska Senator Ben Sasse, I think. It's Sasse. I think it's Sasse.
It might be Sace.
Sace. I don't know. But he's from Nebraska, so he's not that big. He's only one of 100 senators in the world. But yeah. But this is what he said. He said, "Here's what I wish I would have been quick enough to say in the moment." Quote, "Hold up, why would you think it's okay to use that word?" End quote. And I feel like all politicians have PR management, and I feel like they were like, hey, just put this out there, because of course that's what you'd say. Like, why wouldn't that be something that you'd want to go back and say? But like, you didn't say it, so what were you thinking? And I'm sure it was like, it all moved really fast. Maybe he got caught off guard, because when you get caught off guard and you're like talking to someone, you're like, maybe I should have done something else. That's probably what he felt.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had any intent to like laugh it off and like think it wasn't a big deal. I think he thought it was a huge deal.
I was also kind of thinking about the live factor too. I mean, Bill does his show I think it's like once every week. It might be more, but he's used to it. He's used to the fact that it's live, and then the senator, he's like, okay, like he probably has some sort of anxiety because he's coming on this show and it's live, and whatever he says, he has to be careful about. And then the host of the show says something super off color, and then it's just like, how do I react to this? There's cameras on me.
This isn't my show.
It's like he doesn't.
Yeah.
Almost doesn't know what to do.
Right.
So
that's Kathy Griffin, Bill Maher. Maybe they should get together and
probably
see if their jokes can add up to something great, even though they suck, both of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I bet maybe they called each other this week and they coped with each other and said they were each other's listeners. Like,
but they're both Democrats, right? Probably. Well, he's, like I said, libertarian, but no. He's totally left.
Well, I mean, just because you work for CNN doesn't make you a liberal, but because there are Republicans who work for CNN.
She's totally liberal.
But yeah, I would say so.
So, maybe they did call
each other. And
probably.
But, so those are the two douchebags of the week.
Yeah, douchebags of the week. Yeah.
That's in a reference. If you watch Philip DeFranco, he does douchebags of the day sometimes. So
I was almost thinking like, is he referencing that, or is he just saying that?
No, Philip DeFranco does, and Kathy Griffin was one of his douchebags of the day, and I was like, oh, douchebags of the week, because I had to find a way to wrap this up.
Yeah. Really quick, though, probably over the course of the summer, we'll probably have more videos coming out. I don't really know what a lot of them are going to be, but I'm probably going to make some sort of kind of like real, like low budget, like animated bullshit of our of the podcast, just certain moments. Are
you apologizing right now?
Am I apologizing?
For your low budget crap?
No, I'm just saying it's gonna look like shit, but it's gonna have good content, so don't worry about it.
Take an apology from this, if you would, please, audience.
But anyways, yeah, and then well, you wanted to do that one car skit, so maybe we can do that soon.
Oh yeah.
And we'll probably pump out some shit over the course of the summer.
Pump.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, yeah. Anything else? I don't think anything else happened this week.
You were mentioning your grandfather earlier to me. What happened with your grandfather?
Oh God!
We're gonna end on this
whole
great
week.
Story.
It's like this whole week I wanted to just like gouge my eyes out every time when I came home from work. I don't work long. Like all my shifts are like 5 hours, but every fucking time I come home, I get the same question. Hey Zach, could you do something for me, or are you gonna eat?
He says one of the two.
No, he says that exact line.
Oh, so he's like, can you do something for me, or are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I will sit down and I will eat something and I will look at my phone. He will come up after 5 minutes. And like I might have just gotten it out of the microwave and he's like, "Oh, are you eating again?" And I'm just like, "No, I'm just eating this now." And he's like, "Oh, well, you got to stop looking at your phone while you're eating." I'm like, "No, I don't." And like he'll just go off for like
On
10
what?
minutes. No, he'll just go off for like 10 minutes. He'll be like, one day they're going to ban those things. Those things are bad for your eyes. I don't know why you're eating again. It's just like he'll just go off for like a long time. And it's every day. It's like a little, and he wants me to do like little things like move this plant out of the house into the backyard so there could be sun on it, or just like something else. It's literally something else. And like yesterday, I wanted to like, I just want to punch a hole in the wall or just something. I came home and like I was like super sweaty and I'm like, all I want to do right now is just take a shower. So I come home and he asked me the question. I'm like, no, I'm not going to eat it all. I want to take a shower right now. I'm really, really disgusting. And he's like, well, right now I'm putting on the air. We're shutting all the windows. So could you shut the windows in the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm in the shower after I do that, and all of a sudden I hear like knocks on the door, and I'm like, what the fuck? And like I'm like, I get out of the shower for a second. I'm like, yeah, and like there's no answer, and I'm like, the fuck? And like I have like either like shampoo or conditioner in my hair, so I start doing it again, and then I think you know this. There's 2 doors leading into my bathroom upstairs, and one of them is from my grandparents' room. And my grandmother's opening the door, and I see it in the mirror in my bathroom, and I poke my hand out. I'm like, Nana, what the fuck are you doing? I don't say that, but I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, Zach, Papa needs you downstairs, and I'm like, yeah, well, I got shampoo in my hair, like, I'm not gonna no. So I get out of the shower, and like I'm like, I think I shaved my face. And then I'm starting to blow dry my hair. And like while I'm blow drying, the door is being knocked on again. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I wrap a towel around me. And I slam open the door. I'm like, what? And my grandmother's like, Zach, he's freaking out down there. You need to do it. I'm like, dude, look at me right now. I'm not even dry. And like my grandpa's like yelling. He's like, it's like an oven down here. Cook. That's what he calls my grandmother. Cook. You gotta tell. Oh my God, it's like an oven now. And he's like, he's like, he doesn't stop talking. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna blow dry my hair. I don't want you knocking on the door again. Just go sit over there. Let him bitch. Just let me finish everything up. So I finish everything up. I put deodorant on. I put a shirt on. I put my pants on, and I go down there. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, Zach, there's 2 vents, and I can't reach them. I need you to close them. I'm like, what? You need me to close them? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I come downstairs. And he's like, no, you need to grab a stool. And I'm like, I'm fine. I don't need to grab a stool. So I go to grab the vent. I try shutting it, and it doesn't shut. And he's like, you see, you need the stool. You need the stool, otherwise you're not going to shut it. So I'm like, all right, fuck. And I go upstairs, and I grab the stool, and I come back down. I put it down. I stand on it, and it's still not shutting. And I'm like, see, I don't even need the stool. It's not working. And then this is what he literally says. He goes, oh, that fucker. And it's the first time I ever heard my grandfather say that. And I'm like, well, what? And he goes, oh, those fuckers that came in, because we got to do AC machine or whatever. He's like, those fuckers, they changed out. Okay, hold on. And he goes off, and he gets a screwdriver. He's like, I need you to unscrew that right now, and then I need you to shut it, and I need you to screw it back on. I'm like, what? And like in my head, I'm like, I'm doing this right after work, and I just I'm just pissed. So I do that, and then one of the screws fall, and he's like, oh, we're never going to find it now, Zach. It's in the rug. Oh, cook, go look in the cabinet. There's more screws. And he's like yelling for it. And I'm like, Papa, it's right there. I see it. And he's like, no, we're never going to find it. Forget about it. And I'm like, look, I have it in my hand. I have the screw, please. It's right here. And he's like, oh, okay, never mind. And then he fucking, and then I ended up shutting it. And then I shut the other one. And then that was it. But this whole week, an event like that happened every single day.
That's funny. Like honestly, I'm gonna go back and listen to that like right now. But I thought you were gonna say he got you out of the shower just to tell you personally that it was like an oven and that it was gonna take like a little bit for the AC to kick in.
To paint a picture for you, I was like, I opened the door, my grandmother's telling me, and he's like downstairs, like in that basement area, and I could just hear him going, "Cook, it's an oven down here." Just walk. I just imagined him pacing around in a circle. It's just like, I don't know. Every day. Every single day.
How old is he?
76? 70, no, wait, 78.
Oh, God. Yeah. That's a 78-year-old for you.
Yeah, with the Alzheimer's and bad knees and bad back, and he can't do anything.
All right, well, that's the end of the show.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna kill myself. Tyra will be the star of the show starting next week. So see you guys on the other side.
Well, most of them are gonna go up. You're going down.
Yeah, I'll don't worry. I'll give you all high fives.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, bye.